我们在这边呢，希望各位雄青呢要持续帮高雄钢铁人加油。所以现在，先让我听听看，我们现场所有雄青以及球迷们，你们最热情的声音。非常感谢各位持续到场来帮高雄钢铁人加油。我们在本周二的时候呢，在例行赛最后一场客场拿下了第一场的拿下了最重要的胜利。我们也希望各位呢可以持续拿出我们钢铁意志以及精神，让我们这把星星之火呢可以让它越烧越旺，持续捍卫主场、守护主场，继续拿下我们的胜利。所以在这边呢，要请各位雄青来持续帮我们加油喽。那在这边，我们要先欢迎我们今天与会贵宾。首先呢，向我们介绍我们联盟的副会长，我们陈建中黑哥来到现场，欢迎黑哥。好了，还有我们斯伯克，我们斯伯克舞蹈教室，我们舒丽老师，欢迎舒丽老师。还有我们的乐天女孩的总监陆小晴，欢迎你。感谢所有的贵宾呢，来到我们现场帮我们高雄钢铁人加油。今天呢，我们高雄钢铁人这些小将们呢，会拿出他们热血及拼战精神，持续来守护主场、捍卫主场。各位一起帮高雄钢铁人加油 ！Let's go， 高雄！好的，各位亲爱的朋友，我们本周主题呢是那些年一起追的女孩。我们的女孩们呢，在本次呢有不一样的表演要呈现给各位。首先，我们欢迎我们的佳瑜、怡云、陈丽以及妹妹带来的演出 ，Super 可爱，超可爱。各位小朋友们尖叫声！掌声送给我们的佳瑜、怡云、陈丽和其妹妹。哇，他们这段演出呢，完全是原声他们自己的声音来做演唱的，再次掌声送给他们。各位亲爱的朋友，女孩子的表演呢不止于此，我们有更精彩演出要呈现给各位。接下来用我们热情的掌声欢迎我们的队长小薇薇、小美、罗拉、瑞妮、陆薇以及陈宇带来精彩演出，一见钟情。
girls world? What do you mean? It's just like okay.
Don't you look into my eyes and again. I'm sick of being alone. 흔들리는 표정만 좋아해. 넌 뭔가 있는 듯해. 네 몸에 배인 낯선 향기에 뭔가에 홀린 듯해. 내 쪽에 찔린 너 허리지르니까 넋이 나가. 앞뒤가 이랬다 저랬다 왜 그러니. 내 쪽에 찔린 너 허리지르니까 넋이 나가. 왜 겁이 나 있어 내 속이지 마. 난 몰라 서툴 수 있어. 분명히 느껴져 must be something. 뻔한 너의 거짓말 그만 여기까지만. Nothing is something no. 흐린 하늘 속 무지개 슬피우는 피하고. 네 몸에 배인 낯선 향기에 뭔가에 홀린 듯해. 내 쪽에 찔린 너 허리지르니까 넋이 나가. 앞뒤가 이랬다 저랬다 왜 그러니. 내 쪽에 찔린 너 허리지르니까 넋이 나가. 왜 겁이 나 있어 내 속이지 마. 난 몰라 서툴 수 있어. 분명히 느껴져 must be something. 뻔한 너의 거짓말 그만 여기까지만. Nothing is something no.
这热情掌声送给那些年、这些年，还有未来的好几年，大家一起追的女孩雅典娜为我们带来精彩的开场表演。Thank you。那么今天女神的主题周2段精彩的开场演出结束之后，马上要来为各位介绍本场次2支对战球队登陆球员名单。首先为您介绍今天来访客队台钢猎鹰篮球队登陆球员。Number 4这一杯号10号 Damon Brooks 迪蒙。Number 6 6号白萨。Number 7 7号钟义仁。 Number 8 8号李允杰 ，Number 21 21号吕冠廷 ，Number 24 24号郭少杰 ，Number 29 29号韩杰玉 ，Number 56 56号刘俊廷，以及球衣背号68号张国胜。而本场是台钢猎鹰 Starting Five 先发5人 ，Number 3 3号古毛维嘉 ，Number 11 11号 Brandon Fraser，Number 13 13号谢钟荣 ，Number 18 18号 Gabby， 以及球衣背号33号 33 Nicholas Perkins。而台钢猎鹰 Head Coach 总教练Raul Corner，Assistant Coach Sean Kilmartin。球队翻译及数据分析师邱品莲，球队管理徐英哲，总经理王成伟。
好的，各位现场的球迷朋友们，大家好，我是高雄钢铁人女孩日的团长倪轩。现在呢，邀请大家把目光移向我们的大荧幕 ，Let's go Steelers！
高雄，高雄，这里是我们的家，我们的土地。无论风雨多大，这片土地还是勇敢面对挑战。
我们的目标不只是胜利，而是为这座城市燃起希望的火光。
年轻的我们不畏挑战，拼出希望，打出精彩。
用双手去锻造，用坚持去塑造，成为高雄的钢铁人。
We won't stop practicing until we're stars.
星星之火可以燎原。
高雄钢铁人登入名单，首先背号65号，吉波吉卡影陪伴雄鹰捍卫主场胜利，钢铁人吉祥物艾恩。Number 0， 突破逆境，展现自我，拥有强大钢铁意志，陈玉安。Number 3， 赛德克战将用积极与速度征服全场，钢铁保时捷刘承彦。背号8号，用勤奋自律在场上翱翔，就是要心想事成，最有斗志的林豆豆林心祥。Number 9， 潜力新星，斗志高昂，钢铁人团宠，朝向胜利的 X 因子庄朝胜。Number 14， 全美5星高中生，投篮无死角，进攻手段多才多艺的全能锋线陶德Isaiah Thomas。背号42号，攻守全面的进攻万花筒，体能劲爆的人直升机王凯玉。背号77号，钢铁李丢北，上高红袖，K 球丢手，咻咻咻，射进你们的心，朱宇君。高雄钢铁人先发5人名单，背号13号，10万伏特超节快手，年轻的腿，马力十足的皮卡伦高伟伦。Number 37，拥有关键时刻的3分炮火，钢铁人颜值担当，学霸射手马克思。Number 4， 勇气刺在身上，不止包手，誓言把胜利打包带走。钢铁人练球狂人李威霆。Number 32，内线 线作战，攻守兼备，非洲巨塔弟弟龙，乔迪 Jordy。Number one， 华丽的球风，大三元制造机，出神入化的钢铁魔术师 Magic Time， 艾赛亚，艾赛亚。总教练邱大宗，助理教练刘文和，个人技巧教练兼翻译林冠军，体能训练师邱国章，管理沈秋展，助理管理林俊义，防护员黄俊玉，助理防护员包俊兴，总经理方永喜。
谢谢倪轩团长，一起 Let's Go Steelers 高雄钢铁人。紧接着，我们睽违1个月之后，再度回到雄中体育馆，钢铁人的主场，也是我们本赛季例行赛最后2周的主场的赛事。期待着雄青拿出我们的气势以及高雄人的热情，一起来为高雄钢铁人加油！我们场边的应援教学要再度的来麻烦我们的 MC 暴龙，还有我们今年女神日的应援团长倪轩，掌声欢迎他们！
谢谢我们的 DJ 刘老师，现场朋友睽违1个月，再一次来到现场跟我们所有朋友相见，非常的开心。今天的女孩子呢，也特别应约邀到我们的应援团团长倪轩来到现场。
Hello， 嗨，大家好，我是倪轩，今天非常的开心来到高雄来跟大家一起应援，希望大家今天可以拿出最大的声音，一起为钢铁人夺下胜利，好吗？
非常的好。那么倪轩呢，我们要加油之前呢，我们有个利器，就是我们手上的东西，这就是我们的折扇。我们现场小朋友拿到折扇的，请举高，让我们的倪轩看到，好不好？
请举高你的折扇立扇。
好，
哎，这边的朋友很好哦。
那我们这边除了折扇之外，我们先听看他们拍打折扇有多大声。
好的，
好不好？好，这边呢，现在小米双手举高，拿出了折扇，请用个最用力拍打折扇的声音。
欢迎来高雄。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. April surprise congratulations to the Steelers for ending their record losing streak against the #1 team this past Tuesday. And with that momentum, they return home to close out the Plus League regular season. In the house are the Tainan TSG Ghosthawks playing their last regular season game as they set their sights on the Braves for the first round best-of-5 series. The winner will take on the regular season #1 Kaohsiung Pilots. So in the Battle of the South, the last time the Ghosthawks will play the Steelers, they're looking for the season sweep. The Pilots lost 2 in a row for the first time this Plus League season. The Braves have won their last 7 of 8 games to clinch that number 2 seed. The Ghosthawks have lost 3 straight in 4 or 5 games, so they're trying to right things. And the Steelers now have a double-digit win percentage. On the Mandarin broadcast, on the left is Wu Fengxian, and on the right is Cai Qingjing. 球迷朋友们，你找到了官方的英文转播，要听中文讲评，当然就按照中文的转播连接。谢谢你的收看，记得我们 Plus League 的转播都要帮我们按赞。The Pilots are once again flying out for a BCL Asia East game tomorrow night against Pelita Jaya, the powerhouse from Indonesia. Here in Kaohsiung, we set our sights on, once again, the last Battleless South. What did it take for the Steelers to end their record 12-game losing streak? How about a team effort led by Isaiah Briscoe and Jordy Chimaga? Their local players had 8 first-half threes, then their dynamic duo took over, scoring 40 of the 55 second-half points. It was the second team of the Plus League's 3 opponents for the Steelers that they've able to stamp 1 win on. And the last time they played the Ghosthawks, can they get 1 victory and avoid a season sweep? Speaking of season sweeps, funny enough, I was looking up the Plus League history books, and seasons 2, 3, and 4, the number 3 team in the Plus League regular season actually swept the number 6 opponents, last place teams. It was the Braves, the Pilots, and Kings doing against the Pilots, Lioneers, and Steelers in that order. While the Ghosthawks happen to be number 3 with a 12-11 record against the last place Steelers. One of the keys to the Steelers' victory, of course, is Isaiah Briscoe, nicknamed Kaohsiung's Allen Iverson. In the 2 victories on the left column, shoots a 80% free throw percentage and 50% from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, in 13 losses that he's played with the Steelers, only 68% from the line and 24% from three-point range. The good news for the Steelers is Isaiah Briscoe, 3 straight games with multiple three-pointers made. He is currently leading the Plus League in scoring and assists. That's 32 points per game and 8.3 assists. He does have a quite massive 39% usage rate. The next highest is Isaiah Todd, his teammate, at 31%. Then it goes all the way down to Nick King at 31% and Brandon Frazier, member of the Ghosthawks, at 28%. But as we were saying, the Steelers did count on their local players hitting threes in the first half to really set them up in a good position. Maybe they're playing a game without any effect on the standings. Maybe they're playing a fatigued Pilots team, but maybe the Pilots weren't at their full strength. But for a young Steelers team that's been looking to take it out on one of these opponents after beating the Braves and then losing 12 in a row, they deserve a lot of credit for the effort. Meanwhile, on the Ghosthawks side, they'll be wearing their gold kit. Don't see that very often. They played only their second game of the season when they last appeared against the Pilots without starting point guard Brendan Frazier. But third-year guard Gu Maoweijia had a record 8 assists in the first quarter and 20 overall on the game to set a Plus League record. Damon Brooks, number 4, set a personal high with 6 three-pointers made, but the Pilots local trio of Guan Dayo, Lin Ziwei, and Li Jiakang, they only averaged 20 points per game. They actually had 43 in Justin Wu Junxiang's absence. We do expect him to be an MVP frontrunner. For the officials tonight, number 10, Yo Haping, number 5, Lai Jinzong, and number 14, Huang Junren. And for the Ghosthawks, they'll be putting out a different starting lineup with Jimmy Shizong, Gabriel Humphrey, Nick Perkins, Brendan Frazier, along with Gu Maoweijia. Over on the Steelers side, same as the last game, it's Jordy Chimaga, Marcus Quirk, Isaiah Briscoe, Zozo Galwei-Luen, and number 4, Tim Li Wei-Ting. For the Steelers, starting off well has been a theme, as in the last 4 games, they've averaged 57 points in the first half. And I think improving on defense will be a big emphasis for the squad. Meanwhile, on the Ghosthawks side, this lineup is the 4th most used lineup in terms of total minutes played, 48 on the season. But per 48 minutes, this group will average almost 104 points and 50 rebounds per game. Those are quite good numbers. So for the Ghosthawks, maybe tonight is a confidence-boosting, get-right, homecoming dance kind of game before they start their Plus League playoffs. After all, the Ghosthawks have an undefeated record against the Steelers this season, the only undefeated head-to-head split still eligible as the officials look to get the clock right. We are stuck at a countdown. Now they switch to the time of day. Here in Taiwan, we are in the long weekend for Tomb Sweeping Day, Qingming Saomu, which is slated for yesterday, April 4th. And now we get the clock reset, and it looks like it'll be a moment as they zero everything in. So your local culture lesson, Tomb Sweeping in Chinese and Han-Chinese cultures, including here in Taiwan, includes burning of paper money for your ancestors. And the most important task, though, to clean your ancestral tombstones and the garden areas around it. So there's actually a lot of traveling around this weekend. People picking different days to go to their home cities, homelands, or where their ancestors maybe have laid to rest. And one thing I figured out recently is that usually in Asian cultures, you want things in pairs, as it is a sign of good fortune. But actually for tomb sweeping, 3s and 5s are more closely associated with good luck. So in the basketball setting, maybe we'll look if there's some superstition going on. The last time these two teams played each other was on March 9th in the Ghosthawks home of National Chen University. It was a Ghosthawks 110-100 victory. The biggest thing that separates these two teams when they face each other is the defense. Besides allowing 108 and 100 points, which the Ghosthawks still won by double digits, both at Chen University, funny enough. The Steelers have been held to under 90 points 5 times for an average of only 84 points. And I'm fairly certain that Raul Corner and the Ghosthawks want to pick up their defense as well. Looks like we have not made any progress with the clock as of this moment. The Ghosthawks have allowed more than 100 points in 5 consecutive games. The lone exception was back on March 2nd when they played the Steelers last. Well, with our long looks at the cheerleaders around the court and the pregame performance, if you tuned in before I began the official broadcast, the vote for cheerleader of the year is ongoing on the Plus League official line account. Meanwhile, on the Steelers side, they've been slightly better defensively with a 98-point loss to the Braves a couple of games ago on March 23rd. They have also given up 3 of 4 games north of 100 points, and it's not like it's just 100, 101. 110 to the Ghosthawks, 150 to the Braves, and 108 in their victory this past Tuesday. A couple 90 pieces in a row, both in losses on the road to the Pilots and Ghosthawks. The but they've only held the Braves on perhaps the worst offensive game of the season back on their previous lone win on January 4th. 76 points for the Braves. As we key in on a matchup of the import guards between Brandon Frazier on the left and Isaiah Briscoe on the right. Zay, as we mentioned, is very close to locking up the points per game and assists per game leader. But Brandon Frazier has the edge in three-point shooting at 36% and is a dead-eye free throw shooter at 91%. Frazier, as we mentioned, has only missed a couple of games. Last week, we know, was due to an ankle turn. Isaiah Briscoe, you see that tape on his right wrist and his right thumb. That's held him out from a number of games. He is currently sitting at 15 games played as the team has appeared in 20. And this weekend's pair of 2 games and next week's pair of 2 games will finish off our Plus League regular season. Now, last year in the regular season, I should say, the highest free throw percentage on any decent sample size was TJ Gentintal of the Braves, 24 for 27, or 88.9%. We'll see if Brandon Frazier can stay above that level. So unfortunately, there was a hardware issue back when the Steelers' previous home of Fengshan Gymnasium out in the Fengshan suburbs here in downtown Kaohsiung at Kaohsiung Municipal High. We've also trying to deal with the clock issue. Well, back to breaking down the matchup between these two teams. Besides 21 and 17 fast break points, the Steelers have only averaged 7.2 fast break points per game against the Ghosthawks. Whereas in their 2 victories, they've seen that number at 2 points against the Braves and 16 against the Pilots. And one thing that might have a lot to do with that is the rebounding advantage the Ghosthawks have. They out-rebound the Steelers by 9 boards per game. And on the defensive end, 37 to 29. It's a lot easier to prevent your opponents from going on a fast break if you keep them off the boards. The Ghosthawks do have the biggest win-loss split of rebounds at plus 8.7 per game. We're ready to go as the Steelers in their black Kaohsiung High School jerseys will start with the basketball. Isaiah Briscoe guarded by Huanan Keda. International student Gabby Humphreys, who goes underneath a couple of double screens, skip pass. The Wei Ting almost dribbles it off himself and out of bounds. Spread out wide, Zozo Galway-Lin will knock down a 3. So continuing some hot shooting from last week. Galway-Lin had 8 points on the game. So to counter, Nick Perkins will dish it off to Gabby over to Frazier, guarded by Galway-Lin. Little dump off pass, and Jimmy Shizonglong rises and slams it home. Shizonglong has accumulated at least a half a dozen or a dozen dunks on the season. He's guarding Marcus Quirk, who dumps it off to Chimaga baseline, and a foul. Brody Chimaga has played in every single game this season for the Steelers, standing at 6'11". Quite a lot for the 6'8" Nick Perkins to contain on the block. One thing that's been troubling the Steelers is between Isaiah Briscoe and Jordy Chimanga, 69 and 49% at the free throw line, respectively. Gumal, who we mentioned, set a league record 20 assists off to Frazier, a reverse pivot, and hitting the shot from the corner, tying the ball game up at 4 points apiece. Another skip pass. Lee Wei-ting this time firing away, a little strong. This time Gabby goes baseline. The contact, no, and the big block by Jordy. He leads the league. We'll talk about stats leaders in a moment as Briscoe clutches and finishes with the right hand. Kentucky product has sure dazzled us all season long with his penetration and his variety of finishes as a steal on the other end. Jordy Chimanga leads the league in that category as well. He skips and hops to a lay-in as the Steelers have a 4-point lead. Frazier on the switch, takes a elbow jumper that Chimanga collects. Gabby staying on Briscoe's assignment. He spins baseline, a couple of steps, and another nice finish. This time going to the reverse on the right hand. Driving and kicking. Now Jimmy's turn as he takes the finger roll and a tumble. Seems like everybody's all right. Waiting wide open from the right corner, still no good. Waiting a third-year player out of the city of Tainan as Gumal up close. Blows the lane opportunity, and here come the Steelers once again with a 6-point lead. Waiting a 34% three-point shooter, so these misses are kind of curious as that one's passed out of bounds. Isaiah Briscoe is probably demonstrating the best in the last few years of Plus League, if not Plus League history, of really being able to cut and drive to either the left and right, and you see he's so confident with finishing on either side of the basket as Brennan Frazier, tough mood in the face of Marcus Quirk. Unfortunately, Marcus will be taking the foul there. Steelers zoning up on this baseline out of bounds. It is zone until easily a down screen, and Frazier rails the corner three. Easy counter on the baseline out of bounds. Waiting, another catch and shoot opportunity goes wayward. Over the top pass and arm hooking. And maybe he's only a rookie, but Quirk can't IRS a common foul. Might not be wrong, it's just that chief referees were all over him. Again, only specialty fouls can be reviewed. Sticking with that 2-3 zone. And down low, Jimmy fakes one up and misses the bunny. This time, Briscoe goes to the right side and continues to build on the Steelers' lead. Gumal given space, launches one. And look out, cameraman. Steelers have subs ready to come in, but first a timeout here under 7 minutes to open the ball game. The Steelers trying to make it 2 wins in a row here in their regular season, closing things out at home.
好的，我们待会找到的朋友，哎，来了来了，来给我一个大爱心，很好，一起一起。
哎呦，不错哦。
哎呦，
这位女球迷刚刚拍得很好哦。哇，太 sweet 了吧！
跟罗拉一起来比爱心。
妹妹，跟我们的虫虫。
来给我一个大爱心，很好很好，一起一起好不好？一人一半，感情不会散。 没关系啊，我们一起来一个大爱心嘛，不要害羞，手举起来，哈哈，好可爱哦！哎，照到你了，来。
Welcome back to the broadcast. Be sure to leave a like on the YouTube live stream.
不要躲。
好，感谢大家。
On this day in Plus League history goes back to April 5th, 2024. That was last season. That was on a Friday in Taoyuan, where the Dreamers went into the home of the Pilots, and the Pilots pulled out the victory 96-92. The #1 Dreamers were up by a game and a half over the Pilots, but the Pilots were coming in on a 6-game winning streak. The Dreamers had their 3-game winning streak snap. The import matchup: Chris McCullough, Brendan Gilbeck, Julian Boyd versus Kennedy Meeks, Jason Washburn, and Alec Brown. 5 of those players have played in Taiwan this basketball season. A lot of familiarity as a post miss by Chimaga. The Ghosthawks, no change in personnel, with the Steelers bringing in number 0 Chen Yuran and number 77 Zhu Yujing. Ball on the deck, and a scramble for the Steelers as Briscoe throws it too hard past the teammate and out of bounds. Six Dreamers and 4 Pilots scored in double digits that one. It was not a pretty game, as the combined 44 assists was to 45 turnovers. Pilots had a 53-38 rebounding advantage. That proved big in what was a funny coincidence where both teams shot 78 field goal attempts, made 33. Dreamers more at the 3-point arc. Pilots took way more free throws, as see the foul on the effort for the rebound. Steelers 3 team fouls, as indicated by the white blocks underneath the team logos. The Ghosthawks with 1 team foul. Going around, Gabby off the mark. Big crossover as Briscoe in amongst 3 Ghosthawks. And quiet as dodgeball won by the Ghosthawks. Gumal spreads it out wide. 2 bigs trailing the play, and they hang on to the basketball. The LEDs in front of the Steelers bench trying to knock that of whack. I'm sure they'll have that all fixed up for tomorrow's game, as the Ghosthawks prepare a line change. It's Damon Brooks on screen, joined by Guo Shaojie and Bai Sa. Steelers out of their zone defense. Meanwhile, it looks like, funny enough, Isaiah Todd had his jersey on backwards, but the referees will grant a substitution. There he goes. Now looks better. Todd and Briscoe were part of Fashion Week a week ago, held in Taipei. Baisa guarded by Briscoe as they look down low. Mon Brooks, spin move, going to the right hand. Natural lefty shooter. 2 points to close the gap to 3. Now on an island, Briscoe, the step back, way overshooting it, but so long it became an offensive rebound as Perkins starts a break. 3-on-2 out wide. Baisa from the right corner. No good. There you see the three-point shooting so far in the game, a combined 2 for 9. Isaiah Todd from 25 feet left it short, and another offensive board. Tainan out of Tainan High. Isaiah Briscoe wide open. He drills the triple, and the Steelers have a 6-point lead. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Brooks and Baisa on the side as help comes over and the shot clock expires. Not a lot of movement going on offensively. Corner preparing the guys for the next offensive attack, but getting a look at the Steelers. Top guy making a wide open 3. The Ghosthawks were able to score 32 first quarter points in their last game against the Pilots a week ago. Close to the basket, Todd. Too much elevation for the Ghosthawks to handle. Todd, native of Baltimore. Scored 7 points and 5 rebounds in the last game. Was a DNP in the fourth quarter. Perhaps the reason he went 0 for 4 in the free throw line that night. Looking at Nick Perkins and Damon Brooks high-low. Perkins, a step back in Tainan's face. Or Tainan, excuse me. Now it's Ghosthawks' turn to guard Isaiah. Kicking it. And left alone, but missing number 77, Zhu Yujing, had an opportunity. And we have a out-of-bounds situation for the Ghosthawks. Brandon Frazier will come back in the game along with Tim Yuguanli. Brooks trying to find some space on Isaiah Todd and getting the bounce. Goes looping a pass and ends up hitting the rim. We'll see how the scorers keep that, but up ahead, numbers for the Ghosthawks. Fancy slip pass, and Damon Brooks denied at the rim. All getting away though as the Steelers get their opportunity, miss themselves, but there's the putback. Tainan going to work again on the offensive rebounds. Tuesday, only 2 minutes played. But getting some early minutes as a holding foul first. No, an offensive foul. Steelers indeed playing with a lot more urgency. See previously Damon Brooks go to the left hand and the slip pass. Nobody helping out on the block. Minute and a half left and a foul as looks like Isaiah Briscoe might get a warning. Look at that extra push is probably what the referees are addressing. So far on the game, Steelers have 4 offensive rebounds, 3 of them to Tainan as Isaiah lofts one, and another offensive rebound. Todd immediately shooting it back up and only catching the backboard as Brooks chases that one down. Ghosthawks set his feet too wide and was out of bounds. That is the 5th turnover for the Ghosthawks in the first quarter. Briscoe will take a break as Chimaga, their center, will be joined by first-year point guard Zhang Caohsiung in the powdery blue sneakers. Interesting enough, the Steelers elect to call a timeout. Coach Cho probably want to set up the right game plan for this lineup of 5 players. As there you see their #1 local, Chen Boyan, still out with injury, as was the Steelers this past Tuesday. So Isaiah Briscoe probably in good health. You see how shifty he is with the dribble moves, and he's got enough legs to finish in such a variety of ways, mostly of the finger roll variety. They're out from nearly 25 feet, the 3-point shot. Already a first quarter of 9 points. And his points sure don't come easy.
All right, let's go, let's go. Nice.
If you haven't checked it out yet, Thailand Sugwati Ping Pai. Last episode featured Irgi Camino, head coach of the Taoyuan Puyuan Pilots, as done by myself, and Stephanie Yang from Formosa Television. Not on the typical Tuesday, as it was a Pilots game day. Downloaded Shimura 2 feet in the paint, has all the Ghosthawks' attention, and they batted around. And the referees say for the Steelers, oh, excuse me, for the Ghosthawks, they're going the other way. We'll see about the last couple of weekends through the Plus League and Formosa Television. This department led by the Mandarin commentator Tai Jingjing. Let's see who they bring in for the last couple of weekends of the regular season. Ghosthawks is running, and he rails a 3. Isaiah Todd immediately going at his opponent, and a foul. Should be bonus free throws. Isaiah Todd finally gonna tuck in his jersey as Ghosthawks and Brandon Frazier have a word with the U1. The free throw struggles continue. Todd 1 for 3 on the night. Ghosthawks have not been to the line at all. A little too long, and Damon Brooks comes down with it. Frazier, give, and Brooks for the push shot. Closing the gap to 2 points. And time will expire. So the Ghosthawks make up a lot of ground in that last minute as they're going up against the Steelers, fresh off their second victory of the season. We'll go to break and return to you with the second quarter of action after this.
手上拿了一个小球，这个球呢，我们要选一位哦，总共2位球迷朋友下来跟女孩们一起玩游戏。有谁想要跟小薇一起玩游戏的？我们的声音给小薇薇，还有我们的倪轩。
想玩游戏的在哪里？来哦，我来看一下哦。拿出你们的热情好不好？没有听到声音。
那边好像蛮热情的哦。在哪里？
在哪里？好漂亮
的朋友。
哦，好难选哦。
直接被拦截。
好，那我背对好了，我背对这样。
好，倪轩这边还有要注意安全哦。
哎。
然后你直接走过来就接到了，是不是？好，以上拿到这2位小球的朋友，拿上这2位小球朋友，等会在第2节结束的时候，要邀请你到场中间来玩我们的中场游戏。那等会听后广播，再到服务处找我们的工作人员，谢谢。
从没有想过，都已白到想你的理由。一次拥抱的晚。
那些人，我们一起追的女孩。那也送上这一首陈年酒梦里的女孩，也是希望大家在我们钢铁女孩每一位的心中都能够成为大家梦里的那一位。
Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen, commentating from Kaohsiung Municipal High, home of the Kaohsiung Steelers this season. Damon Brooks, the man featured on your screen a moment ago. He leads the Ghosthawks, the road team, with 6 points coming off the bench against the Steelers, who we know need to have a good offensive performance to really stay competitive, as their defense has overall in the season not been all that impressive, but a 18-16 ball game might be turning over a new leaf. As we mentioned, the Ghosthawks did not even go to the free throw line once. Reach for a second, Brooks shoots the fadeaway and good. So a 7-0 run across the first quarter, second quarter mark. So much for Coach Cho calling a timeout with 69 seconds left in the first quarter. Chimaga down low, trying to squeeze into Damon Brooks, a expertly defended play. He's racing down court and takes out Chen Kaohsiung for an offensive foul. That seemed a little bit too targeted and not exactly going for a spot. Now, the Ghosthawks might argue that Chen Kaohsiung was getting in the way. Hard to argue when the defensive player goes flying, though Raul Corner utilized his translator to try to demonstrate it to the referee on the near side. Naga offensive board, and a big swipe is a foul. The Steelers in the last game against the Pilots, 33 points. Most they've ever scored against the Pilots in the first quarter. Had 6 made threes by 4 players. Otherwise, they averaged almost just about 19 points. Ballway offensive board goes right away, and another foul. Now, regardless of what you think about the calibration of foul or no foul, now 6 offensive rebounds in 13 minutes of play should be unacceptable for the Ghosthawks. Maybe lucking out a little bit with this low free throw percentage by their opponents. Then in the second quarter, Steelers score 28 points, most they've ever scored against the Pilots in the second quarter of any matchup. Otherwise, they only averaged 18.3 points. In that situation, 8 players scored, 4 with a 3-pointer made. What looked like good defense is a whistle the other way. Is on number 9, Kaohsiung, known as Adobe inside the Steelers camp. Player at the line is Mongolia's Baisa, a 74% free throw shooter on the season, and hopefully that last tidbit was his good luck. He is 3rd on the team in minutes played at 653, behind Gumal and Brendan Frazier. That's good for 6 in the Plus League this season, and a nice swish on the second. Changes for the Steelers. Everyone except Jordi Chimaga. Ghosthawks up by 1. Chimaga made 2 threes in the last game. Wayward with that first attempt. Frazier in the corner now switched onto by Chimaga's big skip pass. Baisa after 2 free throws. Can't knock down the 3, and here come the Steelers trying to get back ahead. And a little bit too fancy dribbling, and Briscoe coughs it up. Briscoe going under the screen, and it's a switch as Damon Brooks catches it, faces up, and bad pass. Gorsalja saves his teammate as trying to put the moves on Ling Xinxiang until Damon Brooks step back 3, and I think an air ball. Haven't seen the score in a minute as Isaiah back to Chimaga. A funky looking move, he gets it off the backboard. Will stay with the Steelers as Nick Perkins will check in. Already on the season, more rebounds than points scored. Baisa clanking it, and Nick Perkins from underneath with the putback 2. Manga screening for Briscoe. Tries to work on Baisa. Reaching and teaching is Isaiah. Nearly 11 points on 5 of 8 shooting. And Briscoe picked the dribble of Frazier. Didn't do a great job protecting. Isaiah Briscoe last game 39 points with his 9th 30-plus point game of the season, the most in the Plus League this season, as Shimaga doesn't have the touch. Shimaga himself, 33 points was his Steelers high. Previous 26 points on January 16th against the Pilots. Frazier lost his dribble, and now to Tim, shooting confidently. Checking in sneakily is number 8, Jerry. The Yunjie. Over the top pass, but deflected. Opportunity to guard Brendan Frazier, and a whistle comes. We'll see what's on. It is on Ling Xingxiang, who swiped down at the opportune time, but didn't catch enough basketball. Getting a look at Briscoe, we see Baisa reach and then end up on all fours. So if you get the basketball, credit to you, but if you miss, Isaiah Briscoe has got the skill to dribble past, find a lane to lay it in. On the season head-to-head, Brendan Frazier averages 21 points and 5.3 assists against the Steelers. Steelers in the second quarter 0 for 3 from three-point land as Isaiah got past one, bumps Nick Perkins, and scoops in the layup. Perkins kind of back down, and Shimaga flips it up for a miss. Briscoe trying to spin move Perkins, read it well as Ling Xingxiang buries the three. Steelers up by 4. Iverson cut to the screen as Baisa decides to go baseline. Perkins taking and making a lay-in. Probably should have got a foul there. Scoop as Shimaga slips the screen and scores. Not enough help on the backside. Frazier, fancy dribble as skip pass to Jerry from the right corner. He overshoots everything. Out his own mistake back as Frazier, good body control and lays it in cleanly. This time Briscoe challenged by Baisa, and good defense prevails. Numbers as he missed the wild layout opportunity wide. Cross court to Ting, his three, all net. Forcing the Ghosthawks to their first called timeout of the game. The Steelers hanging in there and finding their opportunities as they've opened up a 5-point lead here in the second quarter. Time for a break. We'll be back with the action after this.
我们的服务处找工作人员做集合。刚刚拿到2颗小球的朋友，刚刚拿到2颗小球那位朋友，那2位朋友呢，现在可以到服务处找我们工作人员做集合。等为这节比赛结束之后，要邀请来参与我们的中场游戏。谢谢。
Do not over-dribble that ball. Attack, roll hard, look inside, swing, second set. All right, make sure we get back in defense. Let's go. team. 1, 2, 3 team. Let's go.
When the Ghosthawks are no overcommitting, Isaiah Briscoe, what's been very impressive is how he can find his open teammates from so far away. 3 assists on the game. They're on the score bug. He's cross-matched up as Perkins, tough take, and no love from the whistle or a interference as Li Weiting is stripped. Just an out of bounds, they say. The referees have a conference, and now they will decide to go to the monitor. Impressive was that game by Briscoe and Chimaga, as there you see the strip. Looks like enough basketball to me. Now whether it hits off of Li Weiting's leg in the follow-through is what's being investigated. I don't believe so. The Braves back in season 2 had a 18-12 record, and they swept the Pilots. Their worst plus league record of 7-22, only 24% winning percentage. That was only a 6-game season series, and the following 2 were of the 8-game variety. Every team played 40 regular season games. Pilots actually, first time under Yuri Caminos, actually in 8 games swept the Lioneers, as now we're being told it's actually off of Li Weiting's elbow, and so turns out a second camera really helped us out. The Lioneers that year were only a 33% winning percentage, so the highest of all the teams in question. Pilots actually at 3rd place had a sub 500 record. The year after is the new Type A Kings, after being number 1 in the regular season and adding Jeremy Lin in the offseason as a free agent signing, as Frazier walks into the easiest footer I've seen all game. At 22 wins and 18 losses, they actually swept the Steelers in 8 games, who only had a 9-31 record, 23% winning percentage. As Briscoe hit, and one. Soaring across the floor. Let's see the foul. There you see Jimmy Shizone elbow him in the chest, and while falling to the deck, still put it up good. Let's see how he fares after that tough hit. No good, and falling his own board, but overshooting the putback. I guess all things are fair on the basketball court. He's so good in such a tough shot, as Perkins offers up from 25 feet. This year's Ghosthawks, as of right now, are 12-11, as Briscoe, how about from jumper range, cashes the shot in a 7-point Steelers lead. This year's Steelers, 4 games to go, are at only 2-18 or 10% winning percentage. That's the 3 undefeated head-to-head in plus league history, as Briscoe choosing to pass. Li Weiting getting a screen, scoop layup, got it. Thanks to a screen assist underneath. Gabriel Humphries, no, and a tap rebound. It's Jerry again, but he blows the putback attempt. quarter. Ghosthawks fell to 14 points as Chimaga, funny swim move. No on the first, got it again. Hanging in there, and a scoop lay-in. Another timeout called on the floor. Coach Corner has seen enough. Another look at a simple ball screen. Get Briscoe open. Deep drop by Perkins. Left that man open, and just the effort play down low. Well prepared pregame by Ching Ching. Looking at the Ghosthawks bigs. From left to right, Sugar D-Mitch, Nick Perkins, Damon Brooks, Jimmy Chisholm, and Gabriel Humphreys. Their heights in the second row down, and their block shots per game on the bottom row were in red. They average 3.04 blocks per game, is 4th in the Plus League. Don't forget, Kaipi joined the team a few weeks after the regular season started. And maybe you don't need a lot of blocks per game, but there are other indicators where you need some help in the paint. The Ghosthawks average 49.2 rebounds per game. That is last in the Plus League. And points in the paint allowed, 42.8 is 3rd in the league, ahead of the Steelers, but a couple of points behind the Braves and Pilots ahead of them. And so those are kind of different areas where the lack of size in the Ghosthawks front court might be a problem area, though they do, I will say, make it up in the depth of what they play at the front court. Kumaway Chat back in as the Steelers initially shows zone, but a man defense allows Liu Jie to make a 3. Jerry actually got a lot of rotation minutes in the last game. His first multiple field goals made game. 5 points, 2 of 8 though from the field last Saturday against the Pilots. Screen, but Gabby stays on Briscoe, who throws it out. Marcus Quirk from 28 feet and just the bottom side of the net. Not the inside. You need the inside for points. Put it on the deck to the step back. 3 on the way. Would have been pretty, but long rebound. Got his own board. And to Jimmy. He's on Isaiah. Got 2 in the air. Puts up a miss as Yunjie a 4th rebound. Looks like only offensive rebounds as Brooks beats his man and foul on the help side. Look at Jerry actually give up on the play initially, and then, oh, look what I found. If you're following along like I'm following along, you'll be at pleagueofficial.com/game/647 for this particular matchup and box score. Yunjie has on the record 3 rebounds. I believe it should be 4. I'd let the website update. Out of the now 5 consecutive champion NCCU Griffins, Tsinghua University, coached by Plus League commentator Chen Ziwei. For the 4th time beating Taoyuan's at Jianxing Technical University. Quirk, a runner left short as Damon Brooks' long arms get the rebound, and down court It's Jerry. How about from the left corner? Off iron. Ghosthawks are now 6 for 21 from the field in the second quarter as Shimaga has a free throw area jumper. Actually, 9-point Steelers lead. Jimmy taking on the smaller Ting and a foul on the reach. Patient with it as he got Jordi Chimaga up in the air. Substitution to size down. And the Steelers want to talk it over. Coach Cho, I think, was hesitating as the MC Aaron was walking, just about to walk out in front of the scorer's table.
好，小心哦！他们现在有这样子挡的 ，shooter， 这个要停住啊！Whoever passed the ball, come in and help. The first one was my fault. I didn't come in and help. 谁手球在传的时候要跳向球，你去堵一下。好，我们看罚完球，我们是赢分的。把赢球的分数带到下半场，不要懂我。OK， 好。现在啊，你攻的时候呢，用这本把它走到后面，叫他手上。OK，All right, let's go, let's go.
On the game, the highlight package going to Damon Brooks, 9 points, 6 rebounds, and a block shot inside. Xie Zhonglong, a little short, but gets the bounce. Former member of the Taipei Fubon Braves, and an excellent pickup by General Manager Ian. As we learned on the interview with Raul Corner of the Ghosthawks, took just a 2-minute look at the highlights and said yes. Right out of timeout, the Ghosthawks with a zone look. Tainan cutting, now screening. How about a free throw area jumper, elbow area jumper by Zhu Yujing. Out of not too far away, Kaohsiung University. Nice fake. All way down, the top of the arc, bingo. A couple of local baskets traded as the away team continues a cold shooting night. Now chasing after Brumal. We are at a 1-second shot clock, game clock difference. Misdirection play. Bison on the baseline short as 2 seconds left. A steal and a miss by Jerry. Hopping in front of the pass as the first half comes to a close. 45-39 for the Kaohsiung Steelers. Returning home after a long road trip. Trying to claim a 3rd victory on the season. Time for a break, and we'll be back with our halftime analysis after this.
抚慰我们每一位雄起球迷朋友的心，希望大家呢也一起帮我们的女生们，还有我们的球员们来加油打气。
掌声送给雅典娜女神。
好的，谢谢我们的钢铁女神雅典娜，在这女孩子的做个非常的会演出，送给现场雄鸡小朋友，我们再次掌声送给他们。好，谢谢我们雅典娜女神，谢谢。哎，那小薇薇要先留下来，小薇薇。对，你要玩游戏，你要拿个针筒。
带着针筒。
来，两位站中间，两位站中间。好，来，我们的道具先上来，好不好？我们的道具先上来。好，来，我们两位球迷朋友也先上来。
Welcome back to the broadcast. If you're enjoying Plus League basketball, be sure to leave a like on the stream. And if you want to see more Plus League teams in action, the Pilots are participating in the Basketball Championship League Asia's East region Group A action in Indonesia as Pelita Jaya hosts home games tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday. Your Pilots right in the middle with a 7 p.m. Taiwan time tip. You can watch that game on YouTube as well with the FIBA's YouTube account. I'm Ryan Chen on the English commentary track as Tai Jingjing and Wu Fengce lead the Mandarin broadcast. Oh, excuse me, Wu Mingxian. There's the combined team statistics where the Steelers have a 6-point lead after the first half. Both teams with 4 3-pointers made. The Steelers, though, with an advantage on the boards. So they have turned it over a couple of times more. So as for the rebounding, the Steelers have 10 of their rebounds on the offensive end versus only 5 by the Ghosthawks, and 3 of those came off the bench by Liu Jie. And with that kind of energy, the Steelers certainly maintain control of the basketball game, led by Isaiah Briscoe, attacking at least with ease in the beginning of the game. The Steelers have had to surround him with better shooting as the game has gone along. Only 4 of 15 from beyond the arc is only about 27%. On the Ghosthawks side of things, 4 of 17 is only 24%. And they've looked to their set plays whenever they get stuck too much in isolation play, which the Steelers are handling pretty decently. Now, despite Isaiah Briscoe's brilliance with a personal 6 assists, he also has 7 turnovers on the game. Some of them are unforced, out-of-bounds kind of passes. But now with a lot of confidence after their second win of the season and a hard-fought victory over the #1 team, how will they come together here at home? Leading scorers in the next segment. We'll be back after this.
OK， 时间没有到，但比赛结束了。好，两位球迷朋友，把你的眼罩拿下来。你那个立牌就差一点点。
我是谁？我在哪？
没关系，恭喜小薇薇这组朋友获胜。
恭喜！
好，请回到场中间，请回到场中间。那请我们小薇薇呢，一样颁发我们的奖品呢，送给我们这位朋友。然后请倪轩呢，也颁发给这位朋友。好，那这奖品请看前方的摄影师，来可以靠近一点，中间靠近一点。好，谢谢，再次谢谢这2位球迷朋友来到我们的中场游戏，跟我们女孩们做互动，获得我们的奖品，感谢你们，谢谢。我们也谢谢倪轩跟小薇薇，可以先稍作休息，谢谢。 好，各位现场球迷朋友，现在中场休息时间呢，我们可以请球迷朋友呢，可以先稍作休息。那在我们的入口处外面呢，有我们的美食摊贩，可以让大家肚子饿的时候去购买一下。另外呢，在我们的户外广场呢，有我们环廊游戏，这环廊游戏呢会送女神的纪念小卡，每天限量150张。想要拿到女神纪念小卡的朋友呢，我们现在呢也可以到我们环廊游戏这边来进行哦。好，然后再一次提醒各位，我们的高雄中学呢，学校周遭以及室内是不可以抽烟，不禁止吸烟的，所以请所有朋友呢，如果有吸烟的需求，我们请到户外，谢谢。
We're here at Kaohsiung Municipal High. The last 4 remaining regular season games will all take place here at the home of the Steelers. The Ghosthawks will be the lower seeded team in the first round against the Braves. They're led by Brendan Frazier, who had 11 points in the first half, followed by Tamar Brooks' 9, Nick Perkins with 4, as well as Jimmy Xie Zonglong, and making it 3 is Liu Guanting. What's been problematic for the Ghosthawks is on the game, they are down 26-16 to the Steelers in terms of points in the paint. A lot of that comes down to Isaiah Briscoe, Jordy Chimaga's talents scoring the basketball inside. On the Ghosthawks part, when you're only 4 of 17 shooting the three-pointer, nobody with multiple made threes, finding scores close to the paint, close to the basket seems to be very important. Over on the Steelers side, Briscoe with 17, Chimaga with 11, Li Weiting a 3 and a lay-in for 5 points. Galway Lewin, star of the game, he has 4, and Ling Xingxiang coming off the bench with a 3-pointer made. The Steelers, though, are held back by only 3 of 9 shooting at the free throw line by 4 different players. Ling Xingxiang actually scored his first basket since January 11th against the Ghosthawks in the last game against the Pilots. So following along with a 3, and we'll look at for him and other teammates to support their leaders out on the floor. Time for a break, and we'll be back after a moment.
麻烦那个 PA 大哥那边，我们那个大荧幕帮我们切换成竞组画面。好，谢谢。
We're about to get the second half started here where the Steelers host the Ghosthawks. The Steelers, 50.9 points per game come from their imports. That's about 55%. They're second to the Ghosthawks. And I bring that up as we had such an incredible performance last game that they've played in against the Pilots. The Steelers, 79 points between Briscoe, Chimaga, and Isaiah Todd. Actually tied a plus league high. The previous mark, you'll be impressed by this. Season 2 Lioneers, who had Nick Faust, 47, Sim Bular, 32, versus the Steelers on a March 12th victory. That year, the Lioneers had 49.7% of their points coming from imports, the highest percentage in the 2 import era, and even higher than 4 teams last year when the Plus League import rules loosened to 3 active, 2 on the floor at all times. Looks like both teams will be making changes to their starting lineup. The Ghosthawks electing to go smaller with Damon Brooks and Jimmy Xie Zhonglong as the bigs. Baisa in to start against Isaiah Briscoe. Steelers with the same 5 they started the game. Naga bumping and a whistle against Brooks, who understandably is a little unhappy with that call. Another look at Chimaga, might have slipped there as well, but Brooks at least was close to engaging both hands. And an 0 for 2 trip. Maybe if you're gold, you'd say ball don't lie. Around the world as Jerry tries the back pass right into the hands of Isaiah, and he slips slightly on the floor right around the jump circle. Crossing over, drawing the defense as Galway-Lun, Chimaga from the high post, underneath and in. Connecting on a left-handed long-range scoop for Chimaga. Mal finds a crease and an easy lay-in for him. He was held to 3 points, a lone 3-pointer, 2 assists in the first half. To the corner, Galway-Lun shoots and overshoots it as Brooks, not taken to the air, gets another rebound. Gumal crosses over Briscoe as here they come. On screens and screens again as Gumal in mid-range area out to Baisa. Catch and shoot for him, misses the target. three-point shooting woes continue as Isaiah easily gets around Yungjie. A high jumper, money. That's something that Yungjie himself identified as an area of an improvement for him. He could be better at staying in front of his man as he offers up a weak pass, but Brooks takes it and starts a driving kick. Kumal's floater, yes. The Ghosthawks cut the lead down to 6. Briscoe backing down Baisa. Now going with power, kicks it out. Waiting, short, and Chimaga above everybody. He's hit. Baseline out of bounds. Frazier will come into the game. Right underneath is Kaohsiung. Awkward pass as Frazier will shoot it. Too strong as Briscoe high with the rebound. Given all day, fires away, and our cold shooting in the second half continues as Chimaga tight ropes the sideline. How about Lee Wei-Ting from 17? Can't make the threes. Maybe a made mid-range is better value. Right away, Frazier going at Lee Wei-Ting. And Isaiah Briscoe does the tightrope walk. Head fake and a sweet lay-in with the right hand. Too easy as a 12-point Steelers lead is the largest of the game. Ghosthawks want to talk it over. 8:15 left in the third quarter.
接下来呢，大荧幕比到你的话，来，哇，这是我们一家3口来看比赛吗？一起比爱心，没错，可以，哇，这跟妈妈比爱心，好，跟着，好，小朋友已经准备好了，导播找到你了，非常的可爱，这个笑容非常的天真，昨天儿童节过得开心快乐吗？好，看看接下来是哪一位朋友呢？来，在楼上的小朋友看到你了，来，我们跟妈妈一起比爱心。对，一起比爱心很好，不要害羞哦。你今天非常的棒，非常好，就是这样子。来，这一对情侣，心连心，非常的棒，感谢各位朋友，比了很久了，导播找到你了，感谢各位，跟着女生一起比爱心。来，楼上的朋友找到你们了，做得很好，感谢各位。来，饮料很好喝，但是大荧幕也要看一下，好不好？
Here in the third quarter, the Steelers have made all of their twos and have opened up a 12-point lead. Coach O'Connor choosing to start the second half with just Damon Brooks. Brendan Frazier joined at the about 9.5-minute mark, but 2 straight easy makes for the Steelers is forced a timeout and a personnel change. Same personnel for the Kaohsiung Steelers. Quick switch as Frazier kicks it to Xie Zongrong in the corner, and now Gumal will try to create some distance. Kick out. Baisan's 3 is short. Handsy foul. That will be the third on the Ghosthawks. Now much tighter defense by the Ghosthawks. Perkins and Gumau helping out as Isaiah Briscoe downs a three in the face of the defender. The closest margin game between these two teams was just 3 points on March 2nd. Isaiah Briscoe had a chance to tie it and foul while shooting. Frazier will go to the line. .92 points for the Ghosthawks was the lowest they scored in this head-to-head. And again, coming away with a victory. Actually in the same vicinity, though. Understandably, Baisa playing the numbers game gave him the jumper. There's definitely a lot of discussion around whether there should have been a foul call in the end, as Brendan sinks the first free throw. Obviously, if you're supporting the Steelers, you would like a foul call, and if you're the Ghosthawks, you're perfectly content with a no call. And the reason why I might side with a no call as the Ghosthawks show off a 2-2-1 full court soft pressure. Now dropping a 2-3 zone. Chimaga in the middle. Perkins alone covering him, flips it to the left hand, it climbs out, and Perkins and Jimmy combine for the rebound. Is that, while Isaiah Briscoe might not want his elbow touched, as whistle first, and it looks like an illegal screen. While that might be true, Baisa, the defender, also deserves to have his cylinder respected, and you see Frazier also want the bucket, thinking it was a foul against the defense. Briscoe breaks the pressure with a long pass. Now in funny shape, Jordy Chimaga clanks the deep shot. Immediately, the Ghosthawks turned it over. Chimaga going one-on-one against Perkins, and a huge sledgehammer. Absolutely no mercy in this dojo, as the Steelers continue to build on their biggest lead of the game. Perkins screens for Frazier. Briscoe's help not enough to defend Frazier. Basket for him. Perkins going as Briscoe goes to the basket. They swing it around, and still a missed shot. A reaching foul as the Ghosthawks go the other way, but Isaiah and Chimaga all over the number 10 official. Definitely worthy of a third, if not fourth look. Chimaga, 15 points, 14 rebounds. Swing move, count it. Brandon Frazier schooling his defender. Lulling the away team to sleep before breaking with a burst of speed. I'm sure the Steelers don't love that elbow to the back. But he's already passed his man, so Frazier will add to his point total at the line if he can. 17 points, leads the Ghosthawks. He needs a perfect 5 for 5 at the line. Chimaga will head to the bench. Ghosthawks try to straighten out their zone as Isaiah takes the step back in Gumao's face. Another offensive rebound for the Steelers. Hit on the baseline and look out. Briscoe got the whistle for him, but then swung his arms violently. Not only a player safety issue, also showing up the referees. Got the foul call, and see that's where it was called, and yeah, there was contact with Perkins after, but he's just trying to play through the whistle. Let's see if he'll settle down for these free throws. Clean swish on the first. Otherwise was 0 for 1 so far on the night. But 11 of 18 shooting from the guard position is quite good. That one ricochets out, and here come the Ghosthawks. Frazier given space off the Perkins screen, drains a three. That's 21 for him. Falling away, Isaiah too tough with the runner. Gumao trying to add into it, and Butter very quickly closing the gap to 4 points. The Steelers call timeout. It's been a 13-5 run since the Ghosthawks timeout at 8:15.
Frazier， 就刚刚这里 ，high show， Frazier，high show on Frazier，go over the screens。 你守他，本守他，大个子动你，咚打回来，清楚吧？要白举架，这样了解吧？给 high show， 有任何问题，你转后追，转过来挡住，挡住铂金式。5号换出来，给，这样了解吧 ？Let's go，let's go。
A 10-point Brendan Frazier run of points for the Ghosthawks was halted by backcourt mate Gumao. A just three-pointer that sent us to the timeout. You heard Coach Cho in the timeout say that they need to defend the ball screen much better. Isaiah Todd on the back line as Marcus Quirk waits for the defense to vacate. Quirk, a catch and shoot three, just grazing the rim as they finally get it into the hands of Briscoe. 3 seconds left. Dribble pull up, No good, no luck, as the Ghosthawks can close the gap even more. Let's see what play call they drew up in the timeout. Ghosthawks on the wing, looking for Perkins, but he's covered up as Ghosthawks start a handoff to the other side. Frazier pulled the trigger and downs a 3. It's a 1-point game. Burke open, but missing even worse. On the screen, Todd, good contest, and a lucky bounce for the Steelers. This time Briscoe gets the whistle, and the layup falls for another and one attempt by number 1. Yeah, look, getting ridden out of bounds by Ghosthawks and Brendan Frazier on the play as continues to add to his point total. He's led the Plus League in scoring pretty much from the jump, and besides Brendan Frazier's 40-point game on February 15th, Isaiah Briscoe in that very same game set the Plus League record of game scoring on the season, 43 points, and he doubled that up with another game against the Ghosthawks with 43. He also, in that first game, took a season-high 23 free throw attempts as an individual. Time running down as Perkins flips it up and in. Extra credit on the way as now he has a word with the Steelers bench. Not in a close one, as definitely has the size advantage or strength advantage over Isaiah Todd, who stuck that arm out enough to draw the whistle. Marcus Burke keeps shooting and it keeps missing. Coming into tonight, it was still on the better side of the Steelers shooting group at 38%. Not playing like it, as rebound foul. Let's see who they counted on. It is on Isaiah Todd. As it is a rebounding foul, it should be bonus free throws. Nick Perkins at the line. Averages almost 24 points and 12 rebounds. And a team high 1.6 steals when playing the Steelers, as now Gordy Chimaga will replace Isaiah Briscoe. A little bit of trouble. Gumal can't prevent the Steelers from crossing the timeline. Good effort, though. Playing on the outside, and a down 3, finally breaking the seal for the Steelers. That's Zhu Yujing with his second made 3 of the season. Time running down for the Ghosthawks on the other side as they say a foul first. Previously on the quarter, the Steelers were 0 for 8 and beyond the arc. You see the extra grappling that finally the referees called against Lin Xinxiang. What's been impressive is the Steelers, between Perkins and Frazier, have been perfect from the line, 7 of 7, helping them back in this ball game. Make that 8 for 8. Perkins, 11 points, 11 rebounds. Ghosthawks in man defense. Marcus Quirk getting by one, clutching the rim, but no on the shot attempt. Drive and kick. Ghosthawks hesitates, now shoots it. No. Effort by Xie Zonglong, and it looks like he does get the ball out of bounds off of Black. There you see Coach Cho signal the gesture for a video replay, though the referees will have a conference first. And it is the crew chief that will save Coach Cho a challenge and turn it into a referee review. Get a look at it first as Xie Zonglong, see with that right hand backhand brush, slapping it out of what would have been Isaiah Todd's rebound, and that should be in consideration. Those Todd's thumb and index were still in the picture toward the end. Now, as poorly as the Steelers have shot, and they will confirm it to be Ghosthawks basketball, the Steelers 9 of 22 from the field, and 2 of 5 from the free throw line is nothing crazy impressive, but they have not turned it over yet through 11 minutes and 20 seconds. Steelers in a zone defense out wide. Ghosthawks dribbles to an opening and swirls out the open shot. Missed opportunity as Kumao gambles on the steal. Numbers for the Steelers. Todd, strong pass as the Ghosthawks recover, at least are matched up. And a bad pass, try to get Chimaga on the overplay. Perkins will shoot it, and that will end the first 3 quarters of play, 66-66. We have a ball game here in Kaohsiung as the Ghosthawks make up a 6-point first half deficit as we head to the 4th and final frame of this one.
我们女神呢，她们也会在我们的周遭呢，会送礼物给各位。OK， 我们的团长来到现场要送礼物给各位了。来，有没有想要海报的朋友？这海报呢是我们本周的主题周的视觉海报。
这边的朋友很热情哦，来，小朋友好不好？给小朋友。好，来，有没有人想要海报的？还有没有人海报的朋友在哪里？来，在哪里？手举起来。这一门呢，这边交给怡轩了，好不好？来，这里。还有哪里？有没有后面的朋友？
票。哎，你要我的还是要拿你选的？好，我们的女神呢，在第4节一样回到我们的场中间，跟着我们的球员们来加油喽！好，谢谢。好，目前呢双方战成平手，我们的这个气势呢，也需要继续的延续下去。所以现场雄心现在球迷。 最后1节，我们要拿出我们更强的公平意志以及精神，一起来捍卫主场。
Busty 球迷 ，Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点资讯栏的链接一起学习。 Number 3, Gumao Weijia, and number 13, Xie Zonglong of the Ghosthawks played the entire third quarter as they made up 6 points. Now Gumao will stay in there, but now Damon Brooks, who only had a short stint to start the third, is in there with Nick Perkins. They screen for each other, and Big Perk is fouled from behind. Cody Chimaga reaching in, trying to go for the steal, but also a hold on the backside. I guess I should say hold on the other side of the steal. Well, and the Steelers, as Li Yunjie shoots the 3, a little bit too much mustard, and a long rebound brushed out to Gold. On the other side might be on the smarter side of the Ghosthawks strategies. Down low to Perkins. He's working on Isaiah Todd, who stopped. And a big argument from the Ghosthawks bench about a no call. Todd curls and no looks past to Chimaga, who over dribbles it. Brooks stopped as he gets it back. Inside, makes an adjustment and buries the 2. First score of the 4th quarter goes to the Ghosthawks. As now an and 1 for the Steelers. That's Ling Xingxiang. Native out of Nansan High School, then Sifan University, but first it was Brooks who smartly makes an adjustment. Instead of an underneath scoop, goes to the middle. On the other side, took advantage of Gumao, kind of taking that defensive slide off. Also out of Nansan High, dishes off to Perkins. Shoots the 18-footer way off, and rebound. Finally won by the Ghosthawks, though they led 4 seconds off the shot clock. Perkins going with power and unlucky with the bounce. Tie ball game. As Isaiah Todd left wide open, almost. Quickly down court, Damon Brooks takes advantage. The Steelers not getting back on defense. Trying to get away and is tugged to the ground. Perkins was ready to double the young player on the wing, and look at that nice speed by Perkins. Good enough for Brooks to catch and finish. Now we're getting the starting lineup for the Steelers. Jordy Chimaga trying to annihilate Nick Perkins and the rim, but a foul. Perkins is fourth. And I think well-deserved Perkins will get a little bit of rest. Frazier and Jimmy will check in together. Chimaga, 17 points on the night. In a 70-70 ball game. Steelers never really had a problem against the Pilots in the third quarter. 31 points the last game as Damon Brooks cooled off a little bit. They averaged actually 49 points against the Pilots. And what was a crucial point coming into this game, I said, is Isaiah Briscoe, no good on that jumper. In their 2 wins, they had a cumulative 1-2-3 quarter score of 92 and 88 points as Shiz Onong open for 3, but it's Damon Brooks. And it's bonus. Hoop and the harm taking on Jordy Chimaga. And Chimaga looking for an explanation. Take a look for yourself as you see Brooks actually bump into Li Wei-Ting. It is Li Wei-Ting's third personal. Well, we are in a rather low-scoring game. As I looked it up, the Braves averaged 75 points through the first 3 quarters. Pilots 77, Ghosthawks 74, and the Steelers round out the list at 72 as Marcus Quirk finally downs a perimeter shot. He was previously 0 for 6 from the field. Big boost as we are once again tied. Isa attacking on the catch and a sweet finish. Drops in the floater and the Ghosthawks are back up. Li Wei-Ting given some space and I don't know if he intended for the backboard or not. On the switch, Frazier still asks for a screen, then an awkward bounce pass to Jimmy, who gets to the other side of the rim and puts it through. 2 straight scores for the Ghosthawks. Briscoe crosses one up, crosses another, then goes at the contact. And the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. It looks like he took a hit in the process. This free throw coming up for possibly another 30-point gem. There you see previously Shiz Onong, former SPL MVP. Show off his chops up close. There you see Briscoe might have took a hit to the face and maybe causing some headaches. Thankfully no cut, which cut and bleeding usually leads to a little bit of an absence while the medical staff stop the bleeding. And it ruthlessly climbs out. And Baisa, they say lost the handle, or did they say out of bounds? The crew chief immediately going to the slot official for some help. Everybody has a take on this play as we see on the replay, we see that Isaiah Briscoe takes Baisa on the arm.
This is Briscoe, and this is not Briscoe, but it's still a foul. Grease!
By my count, this is the 4th time referees have gone to the monitor. And this is, again, a referee-initiated. So he hits Baisa on the left arm. It's kind of hard to tell what propels the basketball up, as looks like the referees think of another possibility and they might want another look, or if not, at least talk about it some more. I think the question about the Steelers looking ahead is, again, what kind of team do they want to build and how much responsibility they want to dole and divvy up between the imports and the local players. At least the guys they have. And they will indeed change it to Steelers basketball. And again, you can't add a foul, a common foul on a video replay. You can only change the out of bounds call. Well, the Steelers local players only shoot 34.7% from the field. The other team's locals 37.5%, whereas the imports also low mark, as the Ghosthawks bounced it around and bounced it out of bounds. This time the LED boards in front of the Ghosthawks is knocked off its alignment. Thankfully, it looks like nobody was hurt in the play. Meanwhile, the Steelers imports 44% from the field, other teams 46%. Now, of course, Briscoe and Shimaga will be more heavily guarded. As now Isaiah Briscoe is acting a fool. He's leaning into Baisa's space. He looked the other way as Chimaga is pressured by Damon Brooks and stripped. Up ahead, the Ghosthawks select to swing it around as Frazier has it knocked loose and gets it back, but Quirk is right on him. But we're going the other way. Now Shizono shows off his frustrations.
I'm done. I'm going home. I'm done with those refs. I'm fucking done with those refs.
Wasn't paying attention to what was going on in that action.
I'm absolutely fucking...
There you see Galway trying to stop Shizono. Might have just caught the referee's attention at the wrong time. A lot of time left as Quirk quickly shoots it. And Jordy Chimaga would tap it out of bounds. He might have been standing out of bounds. Frazier back screens, now gets the ball back as they try to set up a ball screen from him. He's going to trade Galway on his own. Hop to a tough jumper, just gets the iron, and PLEAGUE a rebound and a foul. That's the Steelers' third. Galway maybe unlucky, but unlucky is still a foul. Now I bring that up because assist to turnover ratio, Steelers locals only at 0.95, while other teams are at positive 1.63. Now, again, you can argue that they don't have possession of the basketball nearly as much as Isaiah Briscoe will lead the way, somehow leaving Brendan Frazier wide open. Shot too strong, and he chases his own board. And this time, on his own, Baisa with the tricky finish. And up by 4 points, the Ghosthawks force the Steelers into a timeout. So a last commercial timeout in regular time. The second half comeback for the Ghosthawks continues to march on.
好，现场雄性可以跟我们女神呢一起跟着舞蹈来做互动。
So to finish off the point, the Steelers imports on the season do average 9.2 assists per game, but they also only have an assist to turnover ratio of 1.1 below the Plus League's other teams at 1.21. Don't forget the Plus League cheerleader vote ongoing. But it's a little bit of a chicken and egg situation, whether the local players should be granted responsibility to initiate the offense, or is it up to the imports to find the locals who are not converting at a high enough rate? But they're in a ball game now as a lot of pressure, leaving Quirk open, and it seems like sound strategy as besides the one make, Marcus Quirk now a 1 for 9 outing as a foul will be against the Steelers. It's only Briscoe's first personal as you see contacting Frazier and creating an advantage. It's only the 4th team foul by the Steelers, so they can play aggressive. Overpass, Jimmy patient with it, kicks it out, kicks it around. Baisa from 25, no, and Brooks fighting Chimaga for the board as he falls out of bounds. Ghosthawks ball. Taking an aggressive approach. Frazier left open and swirls out another shot. But again, Ghosthawks now taking advantage of the rebounds. It's Jerry's turn. A shot fake to pass fake and cashes the 3. Quickly, Zozo can't counter. Still a lot of ball game left, but the Steelers have settled for the 3-point shot. Not much of a threat besides Isaiah Briscoe. High layup off the glass and out. In space, the waiting from the wing short, and almost a foregone conclusion. The Steelers 1 of 6 in the 4th quarter, 1 of 9 in the 3rd quarter. That is not a good formula for a young team that doesn't have the advantage inside. Frazier wants to take the waiting on the dance and the block. No. Jerry fakes out the pass. His high layup is just off. Foul on the floor. It will be 2 free throws. Not a shooting foul. Like Briscoe was almost baiting Frazier into that steal attempt, and some contact was made. Both gentlemen
on the backboard here.
Feeling it.
You want to challenge that? Yes, I want.
As
yes.
Coach Corner would like to issue his challenge now for a 8-second violation.
好，这边要提出塔克林提出挑战，刚刚那一球没有妨碍中篮，上一球的部分，请大家稍待一会。
Ah, so actually I stand corrected. It's a possible basket interference. Already up by 7 points. That would provide the Ghosthawks with another boost. This fourth quarter is 16-9.
Okay, regular. So what I want still, that Foreman, Jimmy.
Ghosthawks themselves only 1 for 7 from 3-point range.
Okay, Jimmy, you get open here. We have pass.
But they've only given up 9
I want you to
points.
still pin down for Jerry. Hey, and you be aggressive on this attack. We will have pin down. You will have this space here. So bring him into the screen. Attack here.
This is one of them, and indeed, Chimaga gets a hand on the backboard. Now, whether it has an effect on the basketball is up to the referees to determine. I would say there's certainly a window between when his hand hits the backboard and when the ball itself hits the backboard. Now, the referees determined that it did not affect the play. Day on the night, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Makes the first. None of the Steelers have multiple field goals here in the fourth. Briscoe only splits this trip, but they're only down by 2 possessions. Jimmy hands it off and screens away as Frazier shakes Briscoe. One man on the ground as a dangerous pass. Baisa shoots it out of bounds as understandably he was kind of taking advantage of a power play there where Steelers were down a man defensively, and as my sister would say, couldn't execute an accurate pass. Isaiah launches from 3 and it's off to the left, and another rebound. The Steelers, no offensive boards here in the fourth. Good job by the Ghosthawks as Frazier with time, and we keep exchanging misses. Keeping the dribble live, and on the crossover catches Baisa. I would still say pretty decent defense. Now,
no, not half the time you get caught. Maybe this time, not half the time you get caught. Not that. If you was coaching me,
and
no, I wouldn't.
Corner
but I'm not.
with a prolonged conversation. Todd will come on for Chimaga. Approaching his season average. They will try to make both, and he does. All 9 line with that second free throw as we have 3 minutes to go. Frazier quickly doubled as everybody backs up. Now he goes dishing it to Jimmy, and it's stopped at the rim. Don't know if he missed it himself or there was a foul. There's Baisa, he takes, and there's a foul as initially offers to help up Galway Lund, and now is turned away. Steelers can't be happy with getting a maybe fortuitous stop, but then a free ball as Kaohsiung was trying to find Isaiah Briscoe across the court. Nick Perkins in for Frazier. I saw 0 for 6 from three-point land, but perfect 3 for 3 from the line. Make it 4. Zay crosses over one, kicks it out, and a banked-in 3. The prayer that the Steelers needed. That's Zhu Yujing with his second on the night. Approaching 2 minutes as this time Baisa, again, taking an aggressive dribble, is fouled, and 2 more free throws. All of the Steelers bench jumping up in disagreement. "27-year-old Baisa spent his university days here in Taiwan with a couple of institutions. There you see his line, 9 points. Mostly coming from the free throw line. Far from his season high, but right now, all that matters is the game at hand, and he's kept the Ghosthawks in front. Isaiah to Isaiah screen as Briscoe's 3 short. We'll be under 2 minutes with this possession. Underneath, it's Jerry with a one-handed floater, and that might be the ball game. At least the way things have gone in the fourth quarter with the Steelers. So hard to buy a bucket. Coach Cho sounds like he wants different personnel in. And a brilliant pass by Wu Mao to the open pocket of space that Li Yujie cut into. Here you see the Ghosthawks play with a lot of patience. It looks like all 5 guys knew exactly how much time was on the clock.
Pop out. Keep for top. Here's nobody here. Okay? Get open here. Because they shortcut and all this. So the man is here. Yep. See? Here's a take. Right? Okay, you just pass between the 2 guys. We try that. Hey, do it right here. Okay, if a dog, you can bet on Chen and screen pass. Let's go.
Jerry Li Yujie's floater has forced the Steelers into another timeout. 8 points for him is his high mark as a rookie, and 2 points away from joining 5 Ghosthawks already in double digits. Meanwhile, the Steelers, Briscoe 32, Shimaga 17. Next is Zhu Yujing, who had the last points for the Steelers, and a wide pass. All Steelers out of bounds. There's Coach Cho's colorful language you might have heard in the background. Now under a minute and a half, this really could be it. 3-possession lead for the Ghosthawks. Brooks with Marcus Cork in front of him. 2 power dribbles up top, got it! Maybe got away with some contact. The Steelers really need to hurry now as Briscoe at least gets 2 free throw attempts. The Ghosthawks, after that basket, have outscored the Steelers 51-37 in the second half. One point on the free throw. Offensive rebound, now Todd. He switches it. So a 2-possession game. Right now, with a minute to go, it's pretty much brinkmanship. Aggressive move. Galway stays in bounds. Goes to the other side. And one on the tripping with the legs. So with 51 seconds left, Galway gambled and it paid off. I'm just guessing here, but had the consecutive free throw made record this season. And bounces in the and one. 2-point game. The Ghosthawks can't freeze out the time. Underneath, a take foul by Isaiah Todd, and understandably, the Ghosthawks want to unsportsmanlike. Common foul, 2 free throws as free throws coming up. Perkins wants to have a word before stepping up to the charity stripe. Out to, at this point, 11 points. That's his low mark since February 16th in a loss against the Pilots. Just for a 2-possession lead and really putting the pressure on the Steelers. Plenty of time for a 2-for-1. Briscoe's got Baisa in front of him. Crosses over left. Swing move. And an interference as the ball on the rim and over the basket. Damon Brooks and the Ghosthawks, though, trying to argue it already bounced off the rim. Now the referees can say the basketball still has a chance to go in. Now, the Ghosthawks did use their challenge. I think rightfully so. They're not so happy with what was going on because the rule in the FIBA rule book is once it touches the rim, it is eligible to be brushed out. Obviously, the only exception is that if the basketball is in the cylinder, you can't brush it out, but bouncing up on the cylinder, it's game. Still 2-point lead for the Ghosthawks as they need to break the timeline. Gumal leaves it, and Briscoe has it. No one in front as he takes his time, and it would have been good on the interference. 92-92 tie as 18 seconds left. Ghosthawks will call a timeout and draw a play. But after Galway and one on the steal and fast break, Isaiah Briscoe does his own imitation. Here you see Gumao put his head down and lose track of the basketball as Briscoe even baited a and one himself. Isaiah Briscoe, when he wants to, can be a very tough defender to dribble around.
Point guard, leave. Look here. So you fake this screen and you back in. Go in. You will flash. Right? So we fake this. Go in. Go for offense rebound. Hey, we make sure that we shoot the last shot here. Worst case scenario, we go to overtime. That's the worst case scenario. Press offense, two side. Okay? Baisa, you get open here. All right, you get open here. Gotta sit. Okay, get open here. Make sure you get open. If not, you got to dribble him out. All right, let's go. Both teams have to. Here we go. Team, 1, 2, 3, team.
Not only do the Steelers have their second win on the season off that Tuesday night victory in Taoyuan, they could make it 2 in a row if things bounce their way. It's Isaiah Todd and Jordy Chimaga, the two imports. Gumao looking for an inbound as in the corner, Baisa back to Gumao. He's guarded by Galway-Lun, who turns his back on him. Ghosthawks set up a down screen. Baisa down low to Brooks. Boy middle, stopped by Chimaga. Time running down, offers up a desperate heave and no good. Tie ball game as we are headed to overtime. First on the season since the Steelers on December 21st in Taoyuan forced the #1 team to take them down in overtime. Had a couple opportunities. Indeed, the Ghosthawks take the last shot, but the music's playing. It's time for a break as regulation is over. 92-all for
团队犯规持续的累积，个人犯规一样持续的累积，两队各有1次的暂停，比赛要来到了 OP1。
Welcome back to Kaohsiung Municipal High School, home of the Steelers, who on a run, starting with the about 1 minute and 13 mark. Isaiah Briscoe, free throw, started things off, brought him within 8 points. Then Isaiah Todd, 3, and 1 layup by Galway-Lun, and Isaiah Briscoe, 2 more layups to tie it up. The Steelers without their top local scorer, Chen Boyan, and other forward Liu Yanting, both of those guys out to injury. Still have forced overtime against the Ghosthawks, who've had the Steelers number up to this point in the season, 7-0 head-to-head record. But now things coming down to the wire. And even in fact, the basketball gods say 5 more minutes. we've been quite fortunate as it'd be a first possession turnover. We've had 12 straight games where the final score has been a margin of 10 points or less. Frazier in, screen from Perkins. Underneath, and no. Perkins wants contact on the play, not given. Kick out, Quirk. His three, too strong, as a great effort by Baisa. Got his hand on it first, and now Briscoe with his second personal foul, and that will be bonus free throws for the Ghosthawks. What I'm talking about, Baisa Grizzly has to get his hand on it first, and you see Isaiah with a hand on the back. Steelers, despite 23% three-point shooting, matching the Ghosthawks. You would assume that's kind of their formula to winning ball games at this level. Are still hanging in there as Baisa continues to stay perfect at the line. Until that free throw, 1 point Ghosthawks lead. Work across to Zozo. Quick trigger three. Kind of left out a real good motion as underneath Shid's own deep positioning, lost his footing, and ball on the deck. Eventual travel is called as he flipped over. Maybe a slippery spot on the floor influenced that play.
Why don't you call? Why don't you? I know, because you didn't call tempo. Yes. Wait. He's there for 3 seconds and you're looking at him. Of course he stands up.
So now more than a minute has been played in overtime. We only have the Baisa free throw. He's guarding Isaiah, who crosses over, dumps it down low. They say not off a Ghosthawk. So Steelers turn it over again. Two turnovers in overtime after the Steelers played very cleanly in the third quarter. And 4 turnovers in the fourth. It'll stay a Ghosthawks basketball. Dream sticks with Frazier as Shizolo bounces the three, and this time it's Baisa who ends up underneath Galway Lewin, and he fouls. So he doesn't look too hurt on the play. And Baisa has found out of the game, and so interesting rotational minutes decisions for Coach Corner. Gabby and Frazier will come in together as Galway sinks the first. Puts the Steelers up by 1. Gumau, shot goes up and downs it. Our first field goal in overtime. Briscoe wants to get it back quick. He's ridden by Gabby. They recover, and Perkins starts a double team, but Briscoe dribbles out of it, and Chimaga can't get the putback. And then absolutely puzzling call as now Frazier's called for the offensive foul. And I think I should give the referee a little bit more credit as Frazier lowered that right shoulder. So while Briscoe might be foolish to go seek contact, Frazier offered it up for him. His third personal, but crucially a turnover with only a 2-point lead. From 18 feet, Isaiah Briscoe ties it up. Perkins spinning, working, offering up a shot and getting the bounce, bottoming an important 2. As we will be under 2 minutes with this possession. Ball on the deck, they say kick ball. No, kick ball on the offense. Well, I spoke too soon in the regulation when I thought the Ghosthawks had good control. It came down to defense as Kumal, funny-footed runner, puts the Ghosthawks up by 2 possessions. Isaiah getting around Gabby. He's got that agility dribble. They're calling for a staggered ball screen. No, high post for Perkins, way high. Interesting look as Frazier freed up from 3, in and in. Crossing over, Briscoe keeps things going. This time a lot less contact still being asked. That's crucial as that 3, we'll see how it plays out. Perkins pushed out by Isaiah Todd as he goes baseline spinning. Crazy move as is perfect. Banking it home. And, right now, Isaiah Briscoe has got himself a layup line. And with that, a new season high, 45 points. Bring it on 1 3-pointer made and 5 missed free throws. That's not right. 5 seconds left. Perkins launches. No. A 3-point margin as Kaohsiung is hit. A take foul by Frazier. So a stop and free throws. Look previously at the Steelers, didn't look like they communicated that screen that well, and Perkins, as he's shown to do all season, finished over the top of all kinds of defense as Kaohsiung makes the first. Looks like Coach Cho is ready with a squeegee board. But first, a free throw. And substitutions as the Steelers able to bring in a Jordy Chimaga for Isaiah Briscoe, who's finally reached the bench area, had something to say to somebody out on the floor. And interestingly enough, they're saving Kaohsiung. He's got 11 points, only the third stealer. And now we know why, as a take foul by Zhu Yujing will send Brendan Fraser to the line. 19 seconds left in the ball game. I don't know if I've ever seen a single ball touch for some good luck. Coach Cordner addressing his squad as Fraser off with the first. Ghosthawks still have the lead, as it looks like Coach Cho is figuring out if he wants to take the timeout. Now, neither team has called the player timeout, as the referee has given the basketball to Fraser. Makes the second, and now Coach Cho wants to call that timeout. He can bring Isaiah Briscoe and whoever he wants off the bench.
All right, Jody out, Jody out. You stay. You stay. We will go over there.
So based on what we've seen through the last stretch of the fourth quarter and overtime,
90 seconds, very, very long time, guys.
Pretty much Isaiah Briscoe isolation is the best play.
Okay. You pass the ball. So Todd, you dribble, 10 off back for Jay. Okay. All right. So you have the pass. Okay. So you guys play two-man game and ISO side. 你们让位。Okay, two-man game ISO side. 了解吧？你们都可以让掉，我们让掉，他们打又让掉。
The only stealer with multiple three-pointers made is Zhu Yujing. Isaiah Briscoe, 45 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists. Quite a stat line. They need 2 more points or 3 to win. Isaiah Todd, up top, hands off to Briscoe. You heard two-man. On the cross matchup, Perkins is on him, crossed over. Floating it up for a miss. Gabby with a board to Fraser. 5 seconds left as finally the Steelers able to hack Fraser with 3.6 left on the clock.
Second.
Well, 3.6, still a lot of time, as now it looks like Perkins might have been hit in the mouth, and I'm sure the Steelers would like to get him subbed out of the game, as he is the strongest on the, I'm guessing the strongest Ghosthawk. After a good defensive possession, he will head to the bench, getting high fives from everyone. Amon Brooks in his place on the block, as last time the line, Fraser made 1 of 2. 2 of 2 would put the game out of reach. Well, we yet have more drama left in the ball game. Ironically, the Steelers already used their player called 30-second timeout, so a missed shot here can't have the clock stopped immediately. And it is the full timeout and a front court possession, so despite getting stopped and fouling with only 3.6 left, the Steelers are still alive. Still waiting on a miracle. Remember, we talked about how the last time it was such a close margin. March 2nd, Isaiah Briscoe, left corner 3, guarded closely by Baisa. That's how the game ended. They once again needed 3 to tie it up and go for our first double overtime of the season.
OK， 注意看啊，这3个人哈，追在这里 ，Marcus take out the ball. I want a quick head, 3-point shot， 快一点的哈。If I don't, you gotta handle the ball, okay? All right. 这个 back screen. Jay, little wait for a second. 他等在这边一点点。You have a here. That's a fact. That's a fact. And tie. You come high. Screen for Jay. That's a rail. Okay? You screen here and come high. Down screen for Jay. All right. 另外一个绕到另外一边。
Isaiah Briscoe, 18 points between the 4th quarter and overtime. Joined by Galway Lewin, 7. 5 of which came at the free throw line. Meanwhile, the Ghosthawks have Frazier on Briscoe, Damon Brooks on Isaiah Todd, Chiazono pressuring the inbounder to the corner. Isaiah, one dribble across to Todd, got it off in time, here it goes, no! Halfway down and out as now we have a little extracurriculars going. Looks like Isaiah Todd and Nick Perkins being the primary guys. Hopefully cooler heads prevail in what otherwise was a phenomenal finish to a basketball game. There's the line score across the way as dutifully Damon Brooks and Gabby keeping him away. So what looked like one of the longer lasting inbounds play off the sideline. In fact, very wisely had Briscoe take a dribble and Isaiah Todd still a chance to shoot the basketball. And not entirely sure about the unfinished business between Todd and Perkins. They had a little bit of a conversation when Perkins was taken out of the game for that last bit of free throws. Ghosthawks, for the most part, still on the floor. The Steelers now have to turn their sights to tomorrow evening's game against the Braves. Braves coming in hot, clinching the 2nd seed of the regular season, having won the last 7 out of 8 games. Whereas the Ghosthawks, I think maybe this is a blessing in disguise, as Coach Corner has the team playing a close game. Really test their mental fortitude. Maybe they caught a lucky break, but in the end, certainly the team that won in the end would have had to put in a valiant effort. And we've been told we have Brandon Frazier on the headset.
What's up?
Asked about
oh man, we knew it was going to be tough. They're coming off a good win against the Pilots, and we knew they had a little bit of confidence. So we had to resist that today, and it was a hard-fought game. You know, they took us down to the end, but I'm just thankful that we won. We knew it was going to be a tough battle though coming into the game, so kudos to them. You know, just two guys battling. You know, just a fight of the game, the respect of the game. Everyone wants to win, so just two big guys going at it, and things got a little bit turned off as it shouldn't. But this is basketball, you know.
Now asked about his own personal performance.
Yeah.
Asked about matching up with Briscoe.
You know, obviously he's a great scorer, you know. Can score many different ways. He's really tough to guard, you know. Got a lot of shifty moves, and he has a strong upper body and legs. So, you know, it's kind of hard to guard, but, you know, he's a great player. I just come to battle every night. You know, I just try to win. So, you know, that's my main focus is try to win. And we know he's going to score a lot. So that's just my main objective, to try to get the guys ready to win and compete. And that's what we've done all season.
Now asked about the Ghosthawks preparation for the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, our ambition is to go to the championship, most importantly. We know we got a Braves team who's picked up in the last few months towards the end of the season, and they're really confident right now, too. But this is our last game of the regular season, so we have a little bit of time to prepare for Braves, just only Braves, and that's our main focus. Thank you, I appreciate it.
So thanks to Brandon Frazier for joining our post-game coverage. His line of 31 points led the team, throwing 7 rebounds and 6 assists. And it was a team high efficiency of 32. The Steelers had the biggest lead of 13 points in early parts of the third quarter, but had to make a comeback effort through most of the fourth quarter, including holding the Ghosthawks scoreless for about 2 minutes there. But in the end, the Ghosthawks do combine for the victory, and we'll break it all down after the break. Thank you for watching this Plus League regular season broadcast.
好的，那我们没有参加拍照会的球迷朋友们呢，也麻烦大家用尽快的速度呢，帮我们离场，因为我们这里待会会清场。那我们的富邦勇士也会有练球的动作，所以再麻烦大家呢，稍微帮我们加快一下脚步。非常的感谢所有的球迷朋友。球迷朋友，有号码牌的朋友呢，帮我在门口会有工作人员做引导。那如果没有参加的球迷朋友，也麻烦帮我们尽速的离场。待会我们的拍照会就要举行了，非常的感谢大家。
So a final word from Kaohsiung Municipal High, where the Steelers make it a close one, even send it to overtime. But the Ghosthawks end up the victors on the ball game with a 107-104 final score. The Steelers do shoot the basketball a little bit better, but something that we've been talking about is they didn't build enough team offensive synergy in the three-point shooting range of 8 of 38 would have been very tough. The Ghosthawks do solidify their team rebounding in the end, and that proved really clutch for them, not only getting even, but getting ahead in the second half of things. And the two teams might have made their share of mental mistakes, but certainly offered up a very entertaining, not only 48, but 53 minutes of play. And that's a good lead-in for tomorrow's opponent, the Taipei Fubon Braves. Will come into the building for their second to last game of the season. The Pilots have one more next Saturday before the Braves wrap it all up on game 48 next Sunday. Well, thank you for sticking around on behalf of Wu Mingxian and Tai Jingjing. I've been Ryan Chen, and we thank you for watching this Plus League regular season game. More exciting things to come. Thank you for watching again, and we'll see you in the next one.